what is different between today and when I went to school is many more of the job opportunities today are based on getting internships after the second or third year of your undergraduate education, which means that you've got to be prepared to have an interview, a phone interview, a Skype interview, a super date interview, and you've got to be on top of your game with people that are going to be analysts, associates, vice presidents, and even more senior. So you've got to be able to fit socially into the program as well as academically. And that's a lot different than when I went to school and I graduated. It wasn't as a rigorous type of social connection as it is today. And what I have found with students today is they put a resume together and just dump a lot of information and data on it and then make their own conclusions. I'm a good communicator, I'm analytical, I'm good with people, but there's no evidence of that in the resume. There's just a bunch of information together. So one's resume has to demonstrate key accomplishments. The more you can show and brand yourself as a unique individual in some way, foreign languages, travel, speaking multiple languages, leadership, be it in sports or in debating, that's going to demonstrate leadership and ability to do things other than just the academics. People want to see a full person. You're going to be working in an organization where there's a lot of social connections going on. So your resume is not going to get you a job. It's going to lead to the opportunity to have an interview or multiple interviews. And getting onto the interview process today, many companies are doing phone interviews and Skype interviews because it's easier to connect with people all over the world and get that done quickly. So you've got to be able to do a phone interview and realize that you're not going to have the face time that you would have in a personal interview. So your voice has to be strong and direct. You can't be in a place where there's a lot of noise. That's not going to look very good. And for Skype interview, make sure that you're going to be looking good and you're dressed appropriately. And then oftentimes, if you get called back for an interview at a company, you might have an interview on a super day where you're interviewing 8 or 10 people, maybe even taking an Excel test. So you've got to be able to be ready for all these things, and by talking to other folks that have been interviewing in those companies and know what's going on, dress appropriately, and and certainly after every interview, write back to the people that interviewed you, make sure that you get their business cards and their names to appreciate the time that they spent on the interview. And if you can, recall specific events in the interview that were meaningful that you think that you can add value to.